Coming up on NFL Daily, Jim Harbaugh, is he staying with Michigan? Also, Bradon Staley, is his job safe with the LA Chargers? We'll break it all down. Coming up next. Tyler Jones here. Appreciate you joining us. We begin with breaking news at this hour. University of Michigan President Santa Ono tweeted that Jim Harbaugh is staying put with the Michigan Wolverines as their head football coach, tweeting out just a few moments ago. I just got off the phone with Coach Harbaugh, and Jim shared with me the great news that he is going to remain as the head coach of the Michigan Wolverines. That is fantastic news that I have communicated to our athletic director, Wardy Manuel, #GoBlue. It's the right move by Jim Harbaugh. And I know that there was rumblings about that he was looking at these NFL jobs and that he would take any offer that he got, and there was interest out there for sure. But at the end of the day, these NFL job openings that are out there at this point in time are not better than the University of Michigan football program. He's got a good thing going. He can wait it out and find the right opportunity. And with this Michigan team that's coming back next year, arguably the best team in the country next year, they have a real shot to win a national title with Jim Harbaugh there. So this makes total sense that he would stay at his alma mater at least for next season anyway. We'll see what ultimately happens. But for now, it would appear that Jim Harbaugh is staying in Ann Arbor. Which will it be? Tell me this. Jim Harbaugh will win a title at Michigan. It's been a while since the Wolverines won a national title, but can he get the job done? We think he can here on NFL Daily. If you agree with that sentiment, type T for true. If you disagree with that, that's fine. Type F for false. Let us know in the comments section. Will Jim Harbaugh win a national title at Michigan or not? Let us know. We are covering the latest headlines from across the National Football League each and every day here on NFL Daily with the latest happenings in news and rumors leading up to the NFL Draft. We got the playoffs covered as well. Trades, free agency, and more. It's all in one place. If you want to know what's going on in the NFL, you need to subscribe and be a part of what we're doing each and every day. And, folks, we are getting so close to 326,000 subscribers here on the channel. We are a little less than 400 away from getting to that milestone, but we need your help to get there. If you want more coverage, this is the place to be for the NFL, the NBA, college football, and more. Sub right now, youtube.com/@chatsports. Now let's head to Los Angeles, where Bradon Staley's future has been in question about whether he will be fired as the head coach of the Los Angeles Chargers. If you recall, over the weekend, they had a pretty ugly loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars where they led by 27 points, blew that lead, and gave that game away. And the Chargers are done. And you don't have to go very far to go look on social media and see a lot of people calling for Bradon Staley's job, that the Chargers should move on and then bring in Sean Payton to replace him. Well, that seems to be unlikely, as there has not been any official announcement of some sorts about Bradon Staley's future, and with every passing hour, you think that the likelihood of him staying increases there in L.A. Jim Trotter, who used to cover the Chargers, now is a national NFL writer, had this to say about the situation, providing kind of context of everything going on here. It was a thread from Jim Trotter, and this was one interesting nugget I want to pull up. I believe that Sean Payton has never been a serious consideration because the team has never given serious consideration to firing Staley. And even if they were to make a change, there are too many factors working against Payton, walking their sideline, and he goes on in this thread to include what those factors are. I think if the Chargers were going to fire Bradon Staley, it would only be to hire Sean Payton. And at this point in time, there's just no momentum at all for that happening. Bradon Staley, say what you want. It hasn't gone great of the postseason run this year, the early exit last year, the way things ended against the Raiders at the regular season finale. I understand all that, but where the Chargers are at, it just does not seem like these dots are connecting for this type of move to occur. What do you think? Should the Chargers fire Bradon Staley? If you were the GM of the Chargers, what would you do? Let me know in the comment section. Type Y for yes, in for no, if you would move on from Bradon Staley or not. Let me know. What do you think? Fire Staley, yes or no? Tell me. Let's shift gears now to the NFL draft. Jordan Addison of Southern California officially declared that he will enter the draft coming up this April. No surprise to see Addison make this decision, but it is noteworthy that Addison will be playing for his third different team in the last 3 years when he heads to the NFL. Remember, he started his career with Pitt, and then this past year joined Lincoln Riley and Caleb Williams at SC, coming off winning the Biletnikoff Award there at Pitt. According to Mel Kiper Jr. of ESPN, Addison pretty high on draft boards as the number 2 overall receiver and the number 15 player among all players in this upcoming draft. He will certainly be a name to watch. Addison's numbers were a little bit down at SC this year, but still not bad at all with 59 catches, 875 yards. To me, it's the average we're talking about here. Nearly 15 yards a reception for Jordan Addison to go along with 8 touchdowns this season. He was terrific. So with that, knowing that Addison looks like a perennial top 15 pick, where do you think Jordan Addison is going to end up when it's all said and done? Who is going to draft the USC wide receiver? Here's your chance to predict it in the comment section. Let me know. Give me one team where you think Jordan Addison ultimately is going to end up in the draft. Are you wasting money on your subscriptions? 80% of people have subscriptions they forgot about. Maybe for you, it's an unused Amazon Prime account or a Hulu account that never gets streamed. There's a great app that I use that helps me track all my expenses, and because of it, I no longer waste money on subscriptions I don't even use. You might have heard of it. It's called Rocket Money, formerly known as True Bill. The app shows you all your subscriptions in one place and then cancels for you whatever you don't still want. Rocket Money can even find subscriptions you didn't know you were paying for. You may even find out you've been double charged for a subscription. To cancel a subscription, all you have to do is press cancel. Imagine that. And Rocket Money takes care of the rest. Get rid of useless subscriptions with Rocket Money now. Go to rocketmoney.com/NFL Daily. Seriously, you could save hundreds per year. That's rocketmoney.com/NFL Daily. All right, last thing before we go, let's catch you up to speed on the Indianapolis Colts head coaching search as they've added a few more names to their list for interview requests for this head coach opening. Personally, I think the Colts job is the worst of all the jobs available at this point, but hey, at least they're trying anyway to see what they can reel in at this point. The latest names of job interview requests for that opening include Mike Kafka, the offensive coordinator of the New York Football Giants. Previously was the quarterbacks coach for the Kansas City Chiefs. Also staying in New York, Wink Martindale is one of the candidates they've requested, as is DeMeco Ryans, the defensive coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers. I got to tell you, I don't know if he's going to be the head coach of Indianapolis, but I hope this guy gets a head coaching job when it's all said and done. For me, that is DeMeco Ryans. I love DeMeco Ryans. I mean, you could say I have a man crush on the guy or something. He is going to be a hell of a head coach someday. I can tell you that right now. He's doing a great job there in San Francisco. He's been the DC there since 2021. Had a really good career as a player as well, a 2-time Pro Bowler back in 2007 and 2009. And something to think about when it comes to DeMeco Ryans and these coaching opportunities, these interviews he's going through, is that DeMeco is not looking to take a head coaching job just to take a head coaching job. If you go back to last offseason, he interviewed for the Vikings head coaching position, but he himself declined to take a second interview, did not want to go forward, ultimately went back to San Francisco, and you look at that Niners team, they have a real chance to win the Super Bowl with DeMeco leading that defense. So I like DeMeco Ryans. We'll see if he ends up in Indy or somewhere else when it's all said and done at the end of the head coaching carousel. Who will be the next head coach of the Indianapolis Colts? Will it be DeMeco Ryans, Wink Martindale? Will it be somebody that we haven't talked about on this show? Give me one name who you think will end up in Indianapolis when it's all said and done. Let me know in the comments section. As always, you can follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Tyler Jones Live, talking about the National Football League every single day on those social media platforms. And I will see you next time right here on NFL Daily. Thanks for joining us.